Hey everyone, this is a full body workout. No props are needed. I do have a yoga block for laying down on my side if you want a little neck pillow or head pillow for laying on your side, but otherwise, no props are needed. We're going to start with one blue spring, one medium spring. Have the foot bar down because we're going to place our hands on the wooden platform. Put your feet up against the shoulder rest. Have the shoulders over the wrist, keeping a flat back. Now you're just going to press the hips down into a modified push-up position and then pulling it back in. So the goal is to keep the shoulders over the wrists the whole time. So you're just using the core to pull it in. So just a little core warm up. So like I said, keeping the shoulders over the wrist. Try to hold that modified push-up for a second and then pulling it in. We're going to add on in a second. Two more here. Last one, you're going to press out, hold that modified push-up position. Now just press that carriage out and then slowly pulling it in and then pressing it back out. Using those lats, triceps, and core to pull in. The slower you pull in, the more you'll feel all your muscles engage. So you're just hinging at the shoulder joint. Those hips are staying still now. Dropping the shoulders away from the ears. Three more. Last one, then we're going to combine the two moves. So you're going to pull it all the way, still pull it in slow, all the way back to where your shoulders are over the wrists. Hold it there. Now you're going to bend the knees, come back to that flat back position. Press those knees back. The shoulders stay over the wrist for now. Now push the carriage out with the shoulders. Pull it back in. Shoulders come back over the wrists. Hold it there. Keep a flat back and pull it in. Press those hips back, shoulders stay still. Move the carriage, sawing those arms. Slowly pull in. Shoulders over the wrists, flat back, pull it in. A few more here. So do it in parts. So you're getting each motion. You're still pulling that carriage in slow. Let's do two more. Last one. And pull it in. Just sit back for a second, roll out those wrists. Then we're going to go into a plank tuck. So hands on the wooden platform. You can put your toes in the center if you want, pressing out to that plank position. Abs are tight. We're going to slowly bend the knees in and then press out, holding that plank for a second. So slow pull in and reach. Shoulders stay over the wrists the whole time. 2 more. Last one. Press it out, hold it, legs are straight, pike it up. Lift those hips up to the ceiling, keep those heels high. Go back out to the plank, hold. Lift those hips up. Scooping those abs in. Four more. Last one, we're going to press out to the plank. Hold that plank. Mountain climbers, bring one knee in, place it back. Other knee comes in, place it back. Try to stabilize the hips and pelvis from rocking. Three more. Last one. Press out to the plank, hold it, 5. Squeeze those glutes, 4, 3, belly button in, 2, 1. Pull the carriage all the way in and have a seat. We're going to hang up the reformer straps and face forwards for some front arm work. So you could either do this kneeling or sitting on your bottom. I'm going to do it kneeling. Reach back and grab those straps. I'm still on one blue, one medium. If you want to go heavier, you could do a blue and a white, a medium and a light, or one red. So we're going to start with the elbows bent, palms up to the ceiling. Reach those arms out, shoulder height, a little bit higher. Bending the elbows back in narrow. Just a slight lean forward with the chest so the cables aren't pulling you back. Keep dropping the shoulders down the back. Two more, then we'll add on. This next one, you're going to press it out. Open those arms out to the side, back to center, and bend it in. I'm keeping my palms up to the ceiling as I open. If you want to rotate them so it's more like hug a tree, that's fine. Make sure you're only opening as wide as you can still see your hands in your peripheral vision. Four more here. Last one. Come back to center and bend it all the way in. Let's bring those arms overhead. Palms are facing forward. Slight hinge again. Hinging at the elbow joint and full extension. So overhead triceps. Elbows and palms are facing forward. Full extension of those arms. All the way out. Five more full range. Last one, full extension of those arms. Now separate the hands so about shoulder distance apart. We're going to bend the elbows and going into shoulder press. And then reach those fingers towards the diagonal. So bend like a goalpost and then press those arms up. Keep lengthening the neck, dropping the shoulders away from the ears as you press those hands up. Five more here. Last one. And release it down. We're going to hang up that left strap and you can drop the right one into the well. Bring that foot bar all the way up into the top position. We're going to go into side lying with the strap on your foot. I'm going to do one red spring, one heavy spring to make it a little bit harder. If you want it lighter, do a blue and a white spring, a medium and a light. Laying down on your left side, make sure your bottom is to the back. You're going to grab that strap and place it on the arch of your foot. Make sure you're lifting up through that bottom left rib. We're going to reach that leg straight out in front of you. We're going to bend it back in. So 90-degree bend and full extension. Make sure that shin is parallel with the carriage or the reformer as you bend in. Getting that full extension of that leg. Four more here, then we're going to add on. Last one. Bend that knee back into 90 degrees. Hold it here. Little fire hydrants. Lower and lift for 10. Trying to keep the carriage as still as possible. Make sure you're not rotating the hip or shoulder back. Squeezing that outer glute at the top. Last two. Last one. Hold that leg back to parallel. So we're going to combine the two. Press that leg all the way out. Bend it into 90. Little fire hydrant. Up, down, and then press out. Bend in, up, down, and press. Keep going here. Four more. Last one. Press it all the way out. Now turn your toe and knee up to the ceiling. Externally rotate, bend that knee in and press out. So keep that shin lifted. Toe and knee are externally rotated. This is the last position. Resisting it in. Four more. Last one. And come all the way in. We're going to take your foot out of the strap, drop it into the well, and we're going to roll on up. We're not going to stretch the glute yet. We're going to face the foot bar. Place that right foot that we were just working up against the shoulder rest. Left foot is slightly on the floor. Left knee is slightly bent. Press the carriage back. Squeeze that right glute. Pull it in. Full extension. So you should feel this right glute activating because we were just working it. Make sure those hips are squared off, facing forward. Four more. Last one. You're going to come all the way in. Take that right foot, reach it to the far shoulder rest in external rotation. So heel is on top of the shoulder rest. External. Press the carriage out and pull it in. Again, the hips are squared off. Try not to rotate too much. You can have a slight twist, but not much. Resisting it in. Try to get that full extension and squeezing that right glute and quad. Ten more. Last three. Last one, all the way out, full extension. Come all the way in. Bring that right foot back to that other shoulder rest. Just go into a lunge stretch. So bend that left knee, press that right hip flexor forward. Just take a little breather. Tucking the pelvis under, relaxing the shoulders. And come all the way in, straighten that left leg. Lift the toes up to the ceiling, lean the chest forward till you feel a stretch in the back of the left leg. Come all the way in, have a seat. Let's just do a little figure four stretch. So cross the right leg over the left. Lean into that stretch. Feeling a nice stretch in that right glute. After the stretch, we'll go to the side lying on the left side. And release. Hang up that other reformer strap. And then we're going to roll over to the other side. So laying on my right side, we're still on one red, one heavy. That strap goes on the arch of your left foot, lifting up through that bottom rib. Just bend and extend. So full extension of that left leg, bending it in, keeping that shin parallel with the carriage. All the way out and squeezing that glute and quad. Four more here. Last two. Last one, full extension. And then come back in halfway. Keep that carriage still, little fire hydrants. Lift that knee and ankle up and down, keeping that carriage as still as possible. Squeezing that outer glute at the top. Two more. Last one, now combining the two. So press the carriage all the way out, straighten that leg, bend it back in, hold it, little fire hydrant, up, down, and then all the way out. As you do the fire hydrant, try to keep that carriage as still as possible. Two more here. Last one. Hold it out there. Turn the toe and knee up to the ceiling. External rotation. Bend the knee in and press out. Make sure the shin is lifted, that the heel isn't dropping down towards your bottom. Full extension of that leg. Four more. Last one. Press it all the way out. Full extension. And come all the way in. Take your foot out of that strap. Drop it down into the well. Coming off to that right side. You're still on one red, one heavy. Foot on the floor. Right foot is on the floor. Left foot is up against the shoulder rest. Slight bend in that right leg. We're going to kick that left leg all the way out. Resist it in. So squeezing that left glute and quad as you extend. So the torso is not moving, only that leg is pushing. Keep going. Slight lean forward with the chest, but you have a flat back. Two more. Last one, press it all the way out. Come all the way in, externally rotate. So take that left foot, place it to the other shoulder rest, external rotation, full extension, and pull it in. Pushing with that left heel. All the way out and squeeze. Five more. Last two. Last one. Press it all the way out. Come all the way in. Bring that left foot back to the close shoulder rest, going into a lunge stretch. Bending that right leg and pressing that left hip flexor forward. Relaxing the shoulders. Sink into that stretch. Come all the way in, straightening out that right leg. Lift the toes up to the ceiling, and then lean that chest forward till you feel a stretch in the back of the right hamstring and calf. The more you flex your foot, the deeper a stretch in the calf you'll get. And then come all the way in. Have a seat on the carriage. We're going to do a figure 4 stretch. So crossing that left leg over the right and leaning into the stretch. While we're stretching, we're going to change our springs or add on a spring. We're going to put on one red, one blue spring. That's a heavy and a medium spring. We're going to go into feet and straps to finish. So quick little breather. And release. You can lift your headrest up if you want. And then let's hang up those reformer straps. And laying down on your back. So grabbing the straps, press the carriage out. Put one foot in, put tension, other foot. Starting in frog position, toes are apart, heels are squeezed together. We're going to extend those legs and bending them back in. Squeezing those heels together as you press out. The more you think about squeezing those heels, the more you're going to activate those inner thighs. Resisting the carriage down. Three more. Last one, press the legs all the way out. Turn the feet parallel. We're going to bring those legs up to the ceiling and circles out and around, squeezing those heels together, stabilizing the hips and pelvis from rocking. Pulling evenly with both legs. Four more here. Last one, reverse directions. We're going to lower the legs down, out and around, back up to the ceiling. Opening evenly with both legs, making sure the legs come all the way together at the top before you lower. Three more. Last one. And holding it here, grab the ropes, pull the feet closer to your face. Getting a nice stretch in the back of the legs. You can lift the tailbone up a little bit if that feels okay in your lower back. And then reaching those legs up to the ceiling. Open them wide like a straddle. Holding the ropes and only going as wide as you feel comfortable, feeling a stretch in the inner thighs. Try to breathe into that stretch. And then place the bottoms of your feet together, bending the knees like a butterfly. Grab your toes and pull the feet in closer to your body. You could do a little rock side to side, opening up those hips if that feels good. And release. Take your feet out of the straps. Little rock side to side with those legs. Stretching out the lower back and hips. and then come back to center. Roll on up, and that is our class, everyone. I hope you guys had a great workout, and I'll see you at the next one.